Athelia and Hoskiah, a morality tale, Part 1. After an armed conflict, Hoskiah was defeated. Cut off from his lands, the new king allowed his brother to take over all he possessed. Athelia was his first wife, and she loved Hoskiah so much she would not submit to the brother. SOF 7-4. Now the days of fighting were past, and Hoskiah and those who remained alive with him slept in strange places, for they were sought by the king, who had been victorious. His wives and his children and all his household dwelt at Kadesh, against the mountain, and awaited his coming there, but he came not while being sought by the king. SOF 7-5. So it came to pass that his brother Azias, who held stewardship over all his household and his possessions, seeing that Hoskiah could not come unto this place, possessed himself of them. Azias had the ear of those in high places, and Hoskiah lost his birthright. SOF 7-6. So all that was Hoskiah's passed into the possession of his brother Azias. He took even the wives of Hoskiah, for such was the decree of the king. Athelia, always being Hoskiah's favorite, had created jealousy in the other ladies, and so, seeing her spurn the brother, they began to mock him until he tried and forced his attentions, leading to her mutilation and banishment. SOF 7-7. But Athelia, the first of the wives of Hoskiah, spurned Azias and called down the wrath of Yahweh upon his head, and Azias was afraid and did not possess her. When they saw this, the other wives, being jealous of her, for she was ever in high favor with Hoskiah, stirred Azias up against her. They mocked him, saying, "Are you truly the master here, or are there fruits you cannot pluck?" SOF 7-8. So Azias sought to take Athelia by strength, but she strove against him, and his manhood was hurt, so that he did not take her. Then Azias had her bound, and her hands were tied for 7 days, so that she could not of herself either eat or drink, or do the things required by her body. She was humiliated, and her womanhood betrayed, for an idiot man attended her once, and he mocked her modesty, and she was tormented by her needs. SOF 7-9. Then on the 7th day she was brought forth by Azias to trial, and she was stripped and lashed, and her hair was burnt off. She was branded on the face, and her lips and tongue were cut. She was given a robe and a pitcher of water, and dried fruits and flour. She was driven forth by Azias, who said, "Go, woman, and perhaps, should you even find him, Hoskiah will understand your babble." SOF 7-10. Athelia went out into the wilderness to die, and at night she fell in pain and weariness under an alan tree, and lay there in anguish. She cried out unto her God, and cast her soul from her, that she might not feel pain. And her soul found Hoskiah. SOF 7-11. As it became light next day, Athelia awoke and praised God, saying, "I have slept amid my pain, for God is good and merciful, and I know that Hoskiah yet lives in a far-off place, but my soul and my God will lead me to him." And she went guided by her soul. Athelia valued her love for Hoskiah over her own safety and comfort, let alone her beauty. She had no hope that Hoskiah was even alive, yet she still refused to give in to her fate. She understood the law of humanity was not her view of morality. She didn't plead or hate her fate. She knew that keeping to her moral code could have a high cost, yet she still held strong.